Good afternoon. Welcome to News Hour Live on GBC News and on GTV. Also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. My name is Samuel Akwote. We do apologize for the late start of the news. Now the news in detail. The Volta Regional Directorate of the Food and Drugs Authority, in collaboration with the Regional Environmental Health and Sanitation Agency, has embarked on a float in Ho to sensitize street food vendors on food safety. The authority also announced to the vendors its decision to issue food vending permits to regulate their operations from next year. This is to ensure that food sold on the street is safe and in hygienic condition. The float was dubbed "No Street Vending Permit, No Business." The staff of the Food and Drugs Authority and Environmental Health and Sanitation Agency engaged street food vendors on the need to ensure food safety, to appreciate their works and encourage them to observe the COVID-19 safety protocols. The food vendors were also presented with Veronica buckets. The Volta Regional Director of the FDA, Mr. Gordon Akurugu, said it is important to ensure that food vendors adhere to hygienic practices in order not to put the health of consumers in danger. He also encouraged the public to check the expiry dates on products they purchase from the market, especially during the festive season.
We've been registering restaurants, giving them hygiene permit, hotels, giving them hygiene permit. But this time around, within regulations to put that majority of us eat from food vendors, street food vendors. And this festive period, a lot of us are going to vacate our various rooms and go for visit a recreational facility. And most of us may eat wachi, may eat bangkung, may eat things. We are sending this signal to them that if you sell food, quality and safe food to these people. This is a project we think that next year every street vendor should have a permit from FDA, get a medical certificate from local government and get a permit from FDA. This is a festive period. We also want to use this opportunity and tell consumers that this is the point where people reflect the market with expired, unregistered, dented, loaded items for us to buy. So consumers should be very careful in whatever food they are buying at the
The Volta Regional Environmental Health Officer, Madam Stella Kumetro, was hopeful the exercise would make street food vendors mindful of safety and hygiene when preparing food for public consumption. She said her outfit had, over the period, organized medical screening for food vendors in the region to ensure that they were medically fit to conduct their business.
We go to the food preparation areas, we inspect where the food is being prepared, we come to where the food is being sold, and we inspect them, we ensure that the place is hygienically clean. After which environmental officers, we facilitate screening of the food vendors. We screen them mostly to look out for three major things. We are screening for typhoid, we are screening for hepatitis B, we are screening for helmintic disease, that's worm infestation. Those diseases are really communicable. It is common to transfer it through food. So while they are selling food to the general public, it is assumed that if they are not screened, they can easily pass it through the food to the unsuspecting.
The food vendors were grateful for the exercise. Police in the Volta region have arrested 5 persons suspected to be members of the Western Togoland secessionist group in Denu. The arrest comes after the Denu Divisional Police Command received a tip-off that some heavily built men have been sighted in the house of a former assemblyman for Denu, Mr. Francis Bejo. The suspects are being investigated. The Homeland Study Group wants the Volta, Oti and parts of the Upper East region to be made an autonomous country to be known as Western Togoland. The group has made a number of attempts to push its agenda. Last year, the group blocked some major roads that connect Volta region to Ghana's capital city, Accra. Our Volta regional correspondent Elomayi is following up on this story and will get to us more details in subsequent bulletins. Now, chronic kidney disease among the youth is said to be on the increase in Ghana. According to renal experts, most patients on dialysis in Ghana are under 40 years. The figure, according to the head of the renal unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Dr. Vincent Boama, has the potential to increase exponentially if individuals and the government do not adopt the necessary precautionary measures to slow down the rate of disease progression. Giftia J has more in this report.
Meet 27-year-old
We'll bring you that story later. Now, the Ghana Police Service is poised to provide utmost security on the new year.
Who's calling? Who's calling? No. So
what are you doing with the camera? Videoing?
Oh, no, I'm not videoing.
No, you are videoing. You are videoing. You are not coming for your car. What are you doing there, Master?
What shows that I'm videoing?
You are videoing, but you're not supposed to be. What's your business here?
No, I'm not videoing.
No, what's your business here? Tell us.
You wait for me to explain to you.
I asked you what's your business. You were standing there, you are videoing. I saw you videoing. That is, if you are not videoing, I won't ask. I won't ask people to come. Because I was standing here and I saw you videoing. What were you doing over there? Because these are people that are coming from their car.
I'm having interaction with them, finding out.
No, why do you come in and have interaction with them without the people that are in charge? You need to talk to the officials.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you go and be videoing. Because what you were doing, you were videoing.
I'm not videoing.
No, you were videoing. I saw you.
What shows that I'm videoing?
What are you saying that what shows that you are videoing? No, you are videoing. You just come to the premises and start doing that thing. It is wrong.
No, but
you cannot even interview them without the officials over here, their concern.
Yeah, so I'm not videoing.
You don't do that because this is somebody's promise.
That's the point I'm telling you. I'm not videoing.
This is somebody's promise. Please.
A system that will make it difficult for people to gain entry to go and break in and burgle. In addition, we will continue to sensitize Ghanaians to ensure that their precious articles are not on site, but are secured and obscured, so that persons who are willing and capable and want to commit crime by pickpocketing and doing all manner of criminal conduct will not have the opportunity to do it. In another part, in addition, you will see that the patrols that we are conducting will extend to church houses, chapels, and areas that churches have gathered as community town centers and parks. And at junctions, we are physically present, in certain instances, fully armed, for people and miscreants to know our intention. And we are also on mobile patrols, i.e. some are on motorbikes, others are on four-wheelers, and at beaches, you see our increased presence, some as troopers on horseback, and others on foot patrol and starting duties to ensure that we strengthen the environment to reduce opportunities that may be for criminals to have their day. We hope that together with what we are doing on our highways and on our town roads, and on our rural roads where others celebrating this New Year Eve include traveling long distances, some even going to marketplaces, will also be protected by our anti-armed robbery squads and teams. And hope that across the country with this conduct will go a very long way to increase sense of apprehension. As a result of our vigilance and our deployment, that also has shored up our detection capacity, will make it difficult for criminals to have their field day. We expect that community members, church members, and all that will attend other events in the course of today, so tomorrow dawn, will also be security cautious and ensure that anything that they think is unusual, they should not harbor it or attempt to resolve it themselves, but call for police and security support. And the conduit or the number to use is 112 or 191 or 18555. All these numbers are toll free. Police officers are ready to receive the call and to assist in any way that you require per the communication, irrespective of where you are. And I think when you do this and partner in the way that we are doing, and all of us also will also be complying with the rules of engagement and our laws. We believe that it will go a very long way to ensure that we have incident-free New Year Eve to the New Year tomorrow. And at the end of the day, when we are counting our blessings, it will start and end with the fact that the incidents on the roads were such that we had safer vehicle drivers, safer drivers, and occupants were also safety and security conscious, and that we had incident-free. For us to also prepare all of us as one people with one destiny to continue the nation-building process agenda of Ghana.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Alex Zombi. That was the Director Public of the Ghana Police Service, Superintendent Alexander Obin, telling us about some measures adopted to maintain security on the eve of the New Year. He says we are going to have an incident-free New Year. Moving on. Chronic kidney disease among the youth is said to be on the increase in Ghana. According to renal experts, most patients on dialysis in Ghana are under 40 years. The figure, according to the head of the renal unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Dr. Vincent Boama, has the potential to increase exponentially if individuals and the government do not adopt the necessary precautionary measures to slow down the rate of disease progression. DTJ has more in this report.
Meet 27-year-old Kweku Kwatin, 29-year-old Christina Afo, and Mercy, who's 28. They are all living with end-stage kidney disease.
I'm 27. Immediately I completed the SHS around 2016. I personally went to clinic to go and do checkup. So the time I went there, my blood pressure was high. And they went to do some lab tests and those stuff, and they saw that my urea and the creatinine is a little high. So they referred me to Accra.
Feeling some headache, like it was a frequent headache. Where I work, there's a clinic there. So when I went there, they checked the BP. Like it's almost every day, the BP is very high. So the doctor asked me to run some labs. I did the lab and brought it, but he said he didn't believe it because at my age I shouldn't be getting something like this. So I ran, and he gave me another one to do it in a different place, and I went to do it. When I brought it, it was really the same. Yeah, so he told me that I'm having a renal dysfunction.
I'm 28. I started around 2016. Before I went to the hospital, I was seeing blur, and then kind of feeling dizzy. So I went to polyclinic. So through some tests, I was asked to come to Kolebu because there was something wrong with my kidney. But they didn't specify the amount of how damaged it was.
Dr. Vincent Boima is the head of the dialysis unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital and explains some possible causes of end-stage kidney disease.
We need to understand that the black race is predisposed to getting kidney disease. There are genes that have been discovered, especially in West Africa. And there are other environmental risk factors. The commonest, of course, is hypertension in our part of the world. Hypertension is so prevalent in urban centers. Hypertension rates or prevalence rates are as high as almost 48% to 50% in urban areas. Diabetes is on the increase as well, and it's increased manifold over the years from many decades now until now, and it's been estimated to increase almost by 160% by the year 2024 in our sub-region. Knowing that diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney disease globally, if this truly happens, then the burden of kidney disease is going to increase even further.
Irregular visits to the dialysis unit cost about 500 Ghana cedis per session, which usually lasts for about 4 hours. But a patient will have to visit the hospital 3 times in a week and could be paying up to 6,000 Ghana cedis a month for the blood purifying treatment. Unfortunately, the cost of dialysis treatment is not covered under the National Health Insurance Scheme.
It's very tough. I can say like only 3% of people can do it.
Sometimes you come and you would have to stay over. So the following day, before it will get to your turn to dialyze, the doctors are saying with this condition, you won't be able to give birth. Even when you carry the child, it's going to be a lot of, my health is important to me.
For these 5 years, it's not easy because it's positive, and then even the pain, the torture you go through on the machine, it's not easy.
According to patients of end-stage kidney disease and their families, the disease is so painful that there have been occasions they thought they had been cursed or the disease had some spiritual twist. However, numerous visits to some spiritual men could not avert their plight.
Maybe sure because na yet maybe a Facebook ni ada na mtise kidney, but na minim say bi bebe mi say ntama sure bem.
Minim sene na yare ba na kurate minim. Minim say bi kitwe bi say yare kese minim say bi kitwe bi.
Globally, some 850 million people are affected by kidney disease. In sub-Saharan Africa, the prevalence rate stands at 14%. According to health experts, Ghana's statistics could be double or thrice that of the sub-region. The head of the renal department says the current figures are likely to go up in the future, which may be triggered by unhealthy lifestyles.
In the early stages, kidney disease is largely silent, and therefore you don't wait until you develop symptoms before you go out checking for kidney disease. It would be too late. Not it might be, it would be too late, because you only start showing signs and symptoms of kidney disease when you have lost more than 75% of your kidney function.
The patients advised the public, especially the youth, to take critical care of their health.
The youth should take their health like very, very important. If I had checked it earlier, I wouldn't be here.
I can't have a stable job because everyone wants someone who will be consistent with their job.
For these patients, they have only 2 options available to them: a kidney transplant or forever live on the dialyzer. Waste removal from the body is the major function of the kidneys. However, for the patients here, they might depend on the hemodialyzer for that function to be done. What the experts are calling for is for a constant adoption of healthy lifestyles. Reporting for GBC News, Gifty J, Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
Now, a total of 30 persons with disabilities in the Agotemessiope district of the Volta region have received business support packages from the District Assembly to enable them to engage in income-generating ventures. The gesture is in fulfillment of the government's new policy directive on efficient utilization of the 3% disability component of the District Assembly's Common Fund. The Assembly has also paid school fees for another set for 5 young persons who are at various stages of their educational lives. The items included 19 deep freezers, a laptop, a corn mill, weaving yarns and food items for those who desire to venture into food vending. The Agotemezio Per District Director of Social Welfare and Community Development, Togbi Charlie, said 302 out of about 800 registered persons with disabilities in the district have so far benefited from the package since its inception. He said his outfit had started compiling a new album for PWDs in a bid to capture the details of those who are not part of the existing list. He disclosed that the Assembly had set up a committee to periodically monitor how the business packages were being utilized and confirmed that so far majority of the beneficiaries were making progress. On behalf of the beneficiaries, Togbi Charlie appealed to government to reconsider the tax imposed on the PWD's 3% share of the common fund to make room for more of their peers to also benefit from the package.
The department has seen a total number of almost 302 out of about 800 registered persons living with disability within the district benefit from the distribution of various economic enhancement items to help sustainably improve on the standard of their livelihoods. One main hard nut for all PWDs nationwide is the government's continuous taxing of their peanut share of the District Assembly Common Fund, which can allow only a few members receiving items at a go or even in the entire year. They are therefore asking the stakeholders to reconsider this country.
The Agotemezio Per District Chief Executive, Ms. Emilia Adima, who disbursed the items at Petoi, the district capital, expressed the Assembly's commitment to the welfare of PWDs within the district. She advised the beneficiaries to use the items for the intended purpose.
I wish to appeal to all the beneficiaries of the product to be given out today to properly take care of the items given them, improve their living conditions. I wish to state that the Assembly will continue to support the physically challenged to enabling them to be independent economically.
One of the beneficiaries, Winfred Fiagbe, expressed gratitude for the gesture. A retired Catholic priest of the Christ the King Church in Accra, Reverend Father Andrew Campbell, in his New Year message, has advised all to make resolutions that will impact on their lives rather than mere sayings. Reverend Father Campbell is of the view that making a resolution for one's physical status in terms of health and spiritual growth will determine how the many resolutions will be achieved.
People, they're over-ambitious. And they pick resolutions that are not achievable because they're over-ambitious and they think maybe 10, 15, 20 resolutions. A survey was made that only about 8% of resolutions are fulfilled by the end of the year. The rest, people have given up.
Just 8%?
It's just 8%. They've given up. So, you need a goal. What is my goal? What is my aim? What am I looking for in life? And the two things I would suggest, number one, our physical goal, our physical capabilities, and our spiritual. The physical, that we take care of our physical. We should make a resolution. I am going to take care of my physical visits to the doctor, the food I eat, my exercise, things like that should be number one priority on our list. And we should make our resolutions accordingly. and really concentrate and take care of your health. It's God's gift to us. It's God's gift to us. Sometimes we eat a load of stuff we shouldn't be eating. A load of stuff, we shouldn't be eating them. Be drinking more water, more fluids, doing exercise. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. You take care, they will also take care of you, So that's the first resolution people should make, is take care of the physical side of your life. Visit your doctor every year for a good checkup. A good checkup. And if you visit that doctor, and he will tell you what to do and such and such. That's the first one. And that's easy to achieve, because you can say, right, I can do 5-10 minutes walk every day. I will drink so many glasses of water. I'll eat more fruits, more vegetables. And then you see the benefit of that. The benefit.
Now, today is the last day of 2021, and GBC News caught up with few traders and commuters about how the new year has been so far and their resolution, projection and expectations towards 2022. There were diverse feelings about the topic. While some proposed the year has been pleasant, others suggested that the year has been tough and challenging, yet they are trusting God for a good beginning next year.
Okay, the year has been so good. Good things have been happening, and we just thank God for everything. Like 365 days, over 365 days. Like, we are so grateful. This year has been so good.
So far, so good. Like I say, 2021 any target to so that say you say achieve so. And 2022 we need 2022 any target. A target we nyanko patent on my hold.
To me the akoyi mame 2022 the me empire de 31st me ko ban say ensin afifoforo no. So I say ensin 2021 no.
2021 the ni kure ni enu man so da nkoyi sa. Nneɛma no bi te sɛ deɛ anka wɔ sɛ aban yɛn fɛ ngu kwa mu a yɛmo ɔman ba no yɛn ho bɛtɔ yɛn no ɛnyɛ saa na ɛkɔyɛ.
Abɛbɔ no mu ayɛ dene sɛ nyɛma nyinaa yɛto so ɛnnɛ wobɛkɔtɔ adeɛ no 1 cedi ɔkyɛ bɛkɔ no na yɛ 2 cedi ɛnko yɛ koraa abɛbɔ no sɛ na ɛkɔ no deɛ mu ayɛ deɛ ma yɛn nti no yɛma no nyinaa yɛnka mbom ne yɛnhwɛ ne yɛnyɛ den yɛma abɛbɔ no ma fama yɛn ne nyɛma no ɔmɔtoto so ma yɛn na
2021 na so hard kakra but you manage by 2022 expect say any member kakra dey amain because these days na the market is slow kakra but the better 2022 ni member dey e na government so be ni sem na at least our economy ni so like aboy I favor kakra.
I completed school and like things are not well, like COVID-19 and stuff, always you're inside, the virus and stuff. So, but with God, all things are possible. So, we are hoping for the best in 2022.
News are live on GBC News. And quick break and we'll be back shortly.
As business bulletin for the year 2021. My name is Morris Ogbete. What a year it's been. We do business now. Now, beginning January 2022, the Ghana card will be the only identification recognized by the Social Security and National Insurance Trust SNIT. SNIT has been encouraging its members to merge their SNIT and NIA or Ghana card personal ID numbers before 31st December deadline. We have on the line the Public Affairs Manager of SNIT, Mr. Charles Gashin, to speak to us on the progress of the merger so far. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you and to all our listeners.
Right, so will you say the merger process has been successful thus far? What are the figures saying?
The merger process so far has been good, but I will say we still have some people not yet done. So I will talk about, say, about 1.1 million plus people having successfully merged their numbers. We still have quite a number yet to do the merger, though today is the last day that was given.
Is there a possibility of an extension of the deadline since a lot more of the workers have not merged so far?
Management will be sitting in the coming days, and a decision will be taken on that as to whether we're going to extend the deadline or not. From indications, it seems most people have not been able to merge. Like those who have not done it, it is as a result of their inability to go through the NI registration process. So they've not been able to register to secure their Ghana card, and that is the challenge in they merging the numbers, because they first need to get the Ghana card or the NI number, then they can do the merger.
Right.
So management will sit and look at that.
Right. So what do I lose if I'm unable to, by the deadline, which is today, merge my NIA card with a SNIT card? What do I lose, sir?
Barring any extension, it will mean employees will not be able to pay contributions for you if you have not been able to do the merger. It will also be difficult for you to access social security related services from SNIT.
Right.
That is, if you've not been able to do the merger. But for pensioners, they need not worry, because we will continue to pay their pensions whether they've been able to merge or not.
Right. So I'm thinking that, I mean, this is a going concern. SNIT, I mean, remains with us for a very long time. So even if I'm unable to merge today, I should be able to merge as and when I get my national ID card. Shouldn't that be the case?
Yes, but until then, what is the next point? So that is why I explained earlier that management should be meeting in the coming days to look at possible extension of the deadline. Aside the benefits that the merger is giving to all members and pensioners, it is also a legal requirement. The LI that governs the operations of the NIA requires that all of us would need to have the Ghana card as a means of identification when we are going for any social security related transaction.
Right.
So aside the benefit, the law places an obligation on us, the members, and also as SNIT as an organization, to ensure that people produce their NI number or Ghana card in coming for any services.
Right. Finally, before I let you go, is the process a long one? I mean, how do I do the merger? Is it simple?
The merger is pretty simple. We put out there a short code that is *711*9#. So on any network, on any phone, you can easily merge your numbers. Once you have your NI number and your SNIT number, you just dial *711*9#. And people who are having any challenge going through that process can simply call the SNIT contact center on 0302-611-622, or send us WhatsApp on 050-0003-050. That is 050,000-3050, and then the measure will be done for them through the phone. So it is pretty simple. People may also walk into any of our offices and get the measure done. But like I explained, the challenge has been those not having the Ghana card or the NIA numbers.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles Gashin is the Public Affairs Manager at SNIT, and it says that if you don't merge your NIA with your SNIT
is the number of employees, and then through that be able to also use it to tie it into job creation and building on that. Help us understand the various needs of these MSMEs so we can give them support. It started this year, so it's ongoing. So next year we hope to be completed.
And that'll do for business, and on behalf of the entire business team, we say have a happy new year 2022.